Real estate agent Juanita Matthews of eXp Realty joins us. Juanita, I know usually springtime is your busiest time of year. What are things looking like right now amidst the pandemic?
Well, typically, like you mentioned, it's definitely a good time to start looking for a home and putting a house on the market. But right now, it's a little different. There has definitely been more of a shift than was anticipated around this time due to what's happening right now. So yes, it's definitely lower.
Have you had clients who've pulled their homes off the market? And do you still have people contacting you saying they want to look at a house?
Good question. My sellers that I have on my list in terms of being able to put them on the market soon have kind of pushed away from doing that right now. But I have a lot of buyers out here right now that are taking advantage of the low interest rates as well as the opportunity to buy something at a good price.
So I know that open houses are banned right now, correct? Like you can't
Yes.
conduct an open house, but how are you showing homes? I know that real estate agents have to get creative.
Yes, a good question too. So number one, there's a couple of times with particularly builders and some other homes that have the 360 videos as well as full-blown virtual tours. I'm able to show homes that way, but then I'm also still able to show homes as long as I'm very cautious about that. Make sure I wear my mask and have my gloves, and everybody else has to have theirs as well. Can't have more than 3 of us in a house at one time. And keep the social distancing as well. So I am showing homes traditionally as well as virtually.
Are closings delayed?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have a couple of closings that were delayed, but I just recently had a closing that was not delayed. It was just a little different. We did it through Zoom, which was really convenient. The buyer was at his sister's house. I was at my home office. And then, of course, the settlement officer had to show up. But again, with obviously his gloves and mask and so on. So yes.
We obviously don't know what the future holds for any of the industries, including the real estate industry. But earlier, when we were speaking off camera, you mentioned that you foresee a lot of homes being sold in the future.
Yes, I do. And part of the reason, and some of this may not be like happy reasons, but you know, there's going to be a lot more people that are going to be downsizing, or as I call it, right sizing at this point, because sometimes people have homes that they really, you know, they're paying a high mortgage, and now, you know, one of them lost their job. Well, now we have to, obviously would have to downsize. And then you've got people that, you know, just generally want to be more of a minimalist as well. You've got foreclosures that have been put off, but they'd like to get their house sold before it even gets to the process of being foreclosed on. And then you've got the divorce rate may or may not go up. And that may be part of it as well, just because there's just so many financial changes going on in the family.
Very good. Juanita Matthews of eXp Realty, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks for your time and best of luck to you.
Thank you. My pleasure. Take care.